Welcome to the English Learning Channel,
where English feels easy. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Learning Channel. I'm Jack.
And I'm Amelia. We are so happy you're here with us today.
Yes, absolutely. Today, we're talking about something that almost every English learner struggles with at some point.
Oh, I know what you're going to say. Small talk, right?
Exactly. Small talk. Those short, casual conversations you have with people you meet, like at a coffee shop, in an elevator, or at a party.
And honestly, small talk can feel really awkward, even scary if you're not sure what to say.
That's true, but here's the good news. After today's lesson, you're going to feel so much more confident starting and continuing conversations in English.
Yes, and if you love learning English with us in this fun, natural way, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new lesson.
All right, Amelia, let's be honest. Why is small talk so hard for English learners?
I think it's because in many cultures, small talk is different. Some people think it's not important or maybe even fake.
Right. But in English-speaking countries, especially places like the US, UK, Canada, and Australia, small talk is super important. It's how you build connections with people.
It's like the warm-up before the real conversation.
Exactly. And a lot of learners worry, what if I say something boring? What if I don't understand the other person? What if there's an awkward silence?
Oh, I felt that way when I was learning English too. The silence is the worst part.
But stay with us, because we're going to teach you simple, natural phrases and strategies that make small talk easy and even fun.
Yes, and you'll also learn how to keep the conversation going so it doesn't just die.
All right, so let's start with the basics. Amelia, what's the most common way to start small talk in English?
I think it's talking about the weather.
Yes, the weather is the #1 small talk topic, especially in countries like the UK.
People always joke about British people talking about the weather all the time.
And it's true, but it's because the weather is a safe, easy topic that everyone can relate to.
So, for example, if you're standing next to someone and you want to start a conversation, you can say, "Nice weather today, isn't it?"
Perfect. Or if it's raining, you can say, "Wow, it's really coming down out there."
Wait, coming down? What does that mean?
Good question. Coming down means it's raining heavily, like it's really pouring.
Oh, I love that expression. So natural.
And here's another one. If it's cold, you can say, "It's freezing today," or "Brr, it's chilly."
Okay, listeners, repeat after me. Nice weather today, isn't it?
Great. Now try this one. "Wow, it's really coming down out there."
Perfect. See, you're already doing it.
Now, Amelia, here's the secret. After you mention the weather, you need to keep the conversation going. You can't just stop there.
Right, because if you just say, "nice weather," and then stop talking, it gets awkward.
Exactly. So after the weather comment, you can add a follow-up question or statement.
Like what?
For example, "Nice weather today, isn't it? Perfect for a walk in the park."
Ooh, I like that. Or you could say, "It's so cold today. I can't wait for spring to come."
Yes, and that invites the other person to agree or share their own thoughts.
Right. They might say, "I know, I'm so tired of winter."
And just like that, you have a conversation.
Okay, so the weather is step one. What else can we talk about?
Great question. Let's move on to another super common small talk topic, asking about someone's day or weekend.
Oh, yes, this one is so useful.
So imagine you're at work and you see a colleague in the morning. You can say, "Good morning. How's your day going so far?"
Or if it's Monday, you can say, "How was your weekend?"
Exactly. And if it's Friday, you can say, "Any fun plans for the weekend?"
Ooh, I like that one. It's friendly and it shows interest.
And here's the key, Amelia. When you ask someone about their day or weekend, you need to listen to their answer and respond.
Right, because small talk is a two-way street. You can't just ask a question and then walk away.
Exactly. So if someone says, "My weekend was good, I went hiking," you can say, "Oh, that sounds nice. Where did you go?"
Yes, or I love hiking. Do you go often?
Perfect. You're showing interest, and that keeps the conversation alive.
Okay, listeners, let's practice. Repeat after me. How was your weekend?
Good. Now try this one. Any fun plans for the weekend?
Excellent. You're doing great. Now, Amelia, let's talk about something really important. What do you do when you don't understand what someone says?
Ugh, this is so important. A lot of learners panic when they don't understand.
Yes, and that's totally normal, but you don't need to panic. There are polite ways to ask someone to repeat or explain.
Like what?
You can say, "Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you repeat it?"
Or, sorry, what was that?
Yes, very natural. Or if they used a word you don't know, you can say, "Sorry, what does that word mean?"
And most people are happy to explain. Native speakers know that English can be tricky.
Absolutely. And here's another tip. If someone is speaking too fast, you can politely say, "Sorry, could you speak a little slower? I'm still learning English."
That's so helpful. And people usually appreciate your honesty.
Yes, and they'll often slow down and use simpler words to help you.
Okay, let's practice. Repeat after me. Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
Great. Now try, "Could you speak a little slower?"
Perfect. Now let's move on to another really useful small talk topic, compliments.
Oh, I love giving compliments. They make people feel good.
Exactly, and compliments are a great way to start a conversation or keep one going.
So, for example, if you see someone wearing a nice shirt, you can say, "I love your shirt. Where did you get it?"
Perfect. Or if someone has a cool bag, you can say, "That's a nice bag."
And usually the person will say, "Oh, thank you," and then maybe tell you where they got it.
Right, and that opens up more conversation.
But Jack, what if you give a compliment and the person just says thanks and nothing else?
Good question. Sometimes that happens, and it's okay. You can follow up with a question.
Like what?
For example, if you compliment their bag and they just say thanks, you can say, "Have you had it for long?"
Oh, smart. That keeps the conversation going.
Exactly. Or you can share something about yourself, like, "I love that color. I've been looking for a bag like that."
Yes, sharing a little bit about yourself makes the conversation feel more balanced.
Right. Small talk is all about balance. You ask questions, you listen, and you share a little about yourself, too.
Okay, listeners, repeat after me. I love your shirt. Where did you get it?
Great. Now try, "That's a nice bag."
Excellent. All right, Amelia, let's talk about one of the trickiest parts of small talk, keeping the conversation going.
Yes, this is where a lot of learners struggle.
So imagine you're talking to someone and suddenly there's a pause. What do you do?
Hmm, that's a tough one. I think you need to ask a follow-up question.
Exactly. Follow-up questions are your best friend in small talk. So, for example, if someone says, "I went to the beach this weekend," you can say, "Oh, nice. Which beach did you go to?"
Perfect. Or, "Was it crowded?"
Yes. Or, "Do you go to the beach often?"
See? Each of those questions keeps the conversation moving forward.
But what if you can't think of a question?
Great question. If you can't think of a question, you can make a comment or share your own experience.
Like, "Oh, I love the beach. I went last month and it was so relaxing.
Exactly. That gives the other person something to respond to.
And then they might ask you a question, like, where did you go?
Right, and just like that, the conversation continues.
So the key is to stay engaged and keep showing interest.
Yes, and remember, listeners, it's okay if the conversation is slow or simple. You don't need to be super interesting or funny, just be friendly and curious.
Exactly. Most people appreciate good listeners more than good talkers.
That's so true. Okay, let's practice some follow-up questions. Amelia, I'll say something, and you ask a follow-up question.
Okay, I'm ready.
I went to a new restaurant last night.
Oh, nice. What kind of food did they have?
It was Italian. The pasta was amazing.
Oh, I love Italian food. What did you order?
I had carbonara. It was so creamy and delicious.
That sounds great. Is the restaurant close to your house?
See how easy that was? We just had a whole conversation about a restaurant.
Yes, and listeners, you can do this too. Just ask simple questions and stay curious.
All right, let's practice. I'll say something, and you ask a follow-up question. Out loud. Ready?
Here we go. I love reading books.
Okay, listeners, what follow-up question can you ask? Maybe, what kind of books do you like? Or, what are you reading right now?
Perfect. Let's try another one. I'm learning to cook.
Great. You could ask, what dishes are you learning to make? Or, do you enjoy it?
Excellent. You're getting the hang of this.
Now, Amelia, let's talk about how to end a conversation politely.
Oh, yes, because sometimes you need to leave, but you don't want to be rude.
Exactly. So here are some natural ways to end a conversation.
You can say, well, it was really nice talking to you.
Perfect. Or, I should get going, but it was great to chat.
Yes, and if you want to see the person again, you can say, let's catch up again soon.
Or, we should grab coffee sometime.
And if you're at work, you can say, anyway, I better get back to work. Have a great day.
All of these are polite, natural, and friendly.
Okay, listeners, repeat after me. It was really nice talking to you.
Great. Now try, I should get going, but it was great to chat.
Perfect.
All right, Amelia, before we finish, let's do a quick role play so listeners can hear everything we've taught in action.
Oh, I love this. Okay, so let's imagine we're at a coffee shop and we just met.
Sounds good. I'll start. Wow, it's really crowded in here today, isn't it?
I know, right? I usually come in the mornings when it's quieter.
Oh, do you come here often?
Yeah, a few times a week. I love their lattes. Have you tried them?
Not yet, but I've heard they're great. Maybe I'll get one today.
You should. So, do you live around here?
Yeah, just a few blocks away. What about you?
Same. I live just down the street. It's such a nice neighborhood.
It really is. Anyway, I should grab my coffee and get going, but it was nice chatting with you.
Yeah, you too. Enjoy your latte.
See? That was a simple, natural small talk conversation.
And we used so many of the phrases we taught today. The weather, follow-up questions, showing interest, and ending politely.
Exactly. And listeners, you can use these same techniques in your own conversations.
Yes, just remember to stay relaxed, be curious, and don't worry about being perfect.
Small talk is all about connection, not perfection.
I love that. Okay, Jack, let's wrap up.
All right, so today we talked about how to start small talk with topics like the weather and weekend plans.
We learned how to ask follow-up questions to keep the conversation going.
We practiced giving compliments and sharing a little about ourselves.
And we learned how to politely end a conversation.
The most important thing to remember is that small talk doesn't have to be stressful. It's just a friendly way to connect with people.
And the more you practice, the easier and more natural it becomes.
Absolutely. So listeners, your homework is to try using one or two of these phrases in a real conversation this week.
Yes, maybe start with something simple, like commenting on the weather or asking someone about their weekend.
And let us know how it goes. Leave a comment below and tell us
What's your biggest challenge with small talk?
Yes, we love reading your comments and hearing about your progress.
And if you enjoyed this lesson and want to keep improving your English, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell.
Oh, and check out our video on how to sound more confident in English. It's one of our favorites, and it goes perfectly with today's lesson.
Yes, that one is really helpful.
All right, everyone, thank you so much for learning with us today.
Yes, thank you. Remember, progress takes practice, not perfection.
Keep practicing, stay confident, and we'll see you in the next lesson.
Bye, everyone.
Bye!